Hey, good morning. This morning we are going to talk about cilantro. And cilantro, the cilantro plant is also known as coriander. And so our coriander oil is steam distilled from the seeds of the Coriandrum sativum. I don't know if that's how you say it. I'm sure it probably isn't. Plant. The coriander oil comes from the seeds, and the cilantro comes from the leaves. And you probably all know what cilantro looks like, because I'm sure you've all, well, except for maybe Loretta. I don't know, in Utah they don't cook with cilantro very much, but it really is a gorgeous plant. I have to always, in the grocery store, to me, it looks close enough like parsley that I have to look really close, check the sign on the grocery shelf, and smell it to make sure I'm getting cilantro, because one time I got parsley instead, and the recipe just didn't turn out the same. We're using parsley instead of cilantro. So it is, it can grow 50 centimeters in height, and it originates in the Near East and only survives one growing season. And I don't have one of those cool maps to know where we source ours from. Anyway, one of the reasons that cilantro is so unique is due to its versatility. While green and leafy, it brings a fresh, near citrusy flavor to foods. Once it flowers, it produces the seeds, and the flavor of the leaves intensify. Plus, in the coriander seeds, we get the coriander oil out of. In King Tut's tomb, they found coriander seeds sprinkled throughout. And cilantro was also grown in the hanging gardens of Babylon. So it's got a cool history. For over 5,000 years, Ayurvedic medicine has used both coriander and cilantro to support liver function, fight bacterial infections, encourage digestive enzymes, detox the liver and kidneys, incite memory. Maybe there's lots of reasons I need to start figuring out how to put cilantro into my diet. Soothe skin rashes, and to stimulate the secretion of insulin. So it's pretty, and that's what they were using it for 5,000 years ago. So the emotional benefits of it are, it is the oil of releasing control. Cilantro can facilitate a detoxification of negative emotions and debris. It's helpful in not lightening one's load through the release of issues buried in the body, heart, and soul. Those in need of cilantro may attempt to obsessively control other people or manage their environment. Inwardly, these individuals might experience a great deal of worry and mental strain. Does that ever apply to any of us in the last year? Great deal of worry and mental strain describes me. Cilantro facilitates emotional cleansing and especially encourages the release of worry and control, as it assists individuals in centering their true self. Cilantro liberates the soul from heavy burdens, enabling the individual to live light and free. Doesn't that just sound really, really good for this time of year? So if you're feeling controlling or controlled, toxic, constricted, obsessive, compulsive, clingy, worried, trapped, start getting cilantro in your diet. And you can diffuse it. You can put it in a veggie capsule and take it. You can put drops under your tongue. You can add it to food. So you can use it a lot of ways. The positive properties are that it's cleansing, liberated, detached, and untroubled. So those are all really worthwhile things. So the top properties are that it's a super powerful antioxidant, it's an antifungal, it's detoxifying, and it's antibacterial. So it just has lots of super there's not, the properties, some of them some of the oils have had 2 columns. This one just has the 4, but these 4 are really powerful on it. And I'm going to let you go back to just looking at me. So, so just a fun fact, some people, just because of the way their olfactory nerves and receptors work, when they smell cilantro, they smell and it tastes soapy to them. It does not do that to me, but there are some people, so that's just a fun tidbit that, for you to know. So some of the uses are, you can take internally to cleanse and detoxify the body and its systems, especially after being exposed to heavy metals. There are lots of ways that we are exposed to heavy metals. Vaccines are one of them. And I actually am not anti-vaccine, but I do believe in helping support my body. So cilantro is a good one to remember in this period of time where they're talking about flu vaccines and COVID vaccines. Keep cilantro in mind. Take in veggie capsule or sip in water to help stimulate and aid healthy digestion. Help relieve gas, bloating, and or occasional indigestion due to certain foods. Take and diffuse to diminish the effects of seasonal and environmental threats for immediate support and relief. Massage on your lower abdomen, over kidney and liver areas to stimulate healthy organ function and elimination. Take and add with peppermint to a body wash to help overcome unfavorable body odor and promote a feeling of cleanliness and freshness. Take and diffuse. When I'm saying take, then that means just putting some drops under your tongue or putting it in a veggie capsule. Take and add take and diffuse to relieve anxious and obsessive feelings. Apply and take with grapefruit for a gentle and powerful detoxifying tonic for the body. If you're using grapefruit and applying it on you, then be aware of the photosensitivity of going out in the sun. Infuse into a favorite dip, salsa, guacamole, marinade, or savory dish by adding a toothpick swirl as a seasoning. Taste often and add cautiously as the flavor is really strong. So you don't want to put in 5 drops of cilantro into your rice or whatever you're making because it will be too strong for that. One of the top property for it was that it's an antioxidant. It's a really powerful antioxidant. And so oxidative stress is linked to a wide array of degenerative diseases, including heart disease, arthritis, Alzheimer's disease, macular degeneration, and much more. So we talk, it's all over that oxidative stress is really bad for our body. And antioxidants in any form that you can get them are really good for supporting your body to survive the challenges that it is maybe presented with. And cilantro is one of the best antioxidants. It is a really strong antioxidant. So keep that in mind because it can be very protective to us in that area. They've done lots of studies with cilantro. I'm trying to make sure that I'm stuttering here because I'm trying to be compliant. They've been done lots of studies with cilantro to see, and what they've found with the plant is that it can bind with toxic metals like arsenic, cadmium, aluminum, lead, and mercury. And it combined with them, it combined with those toxic metals, and it will help loosen them from the tissue and help us eliminate them from our body. So that is an important type of a thing. cilantro benefits your sleep cycle naturally and calms your nerve and can have a natural sedative effect. So that is a really good thing. It has been shown to, if you go to the doctor and they do some blood tests, and the blood tests come back and they show you certain levels, and some of the levels, the doctor will say, you've got to start watching what you're eating. Well, cilantro is supportive in lowering some of those levels that the doctor doesn't like seeing. It is also very supportive of a healthy liver function. It is very helpful for heart health, and for sometimes with our arteries, we get substances that build up, and cilantro is beneficial in helping dissolve those. It can settle nauseous tummies. It can also be a protection from food poisoning. And it has natural antihistamines, and so it can be very soothing for skin irritations. You can diffuse it. You can use it topically. You can use it internally. If you like, people in New Mexico lots of times really like the aroma of cilantro. So it can be a fun aroma to add in your home, and it will help with getting rid of odors that you don't like. It is found in Zendocrine, Past Tense, and Purify. The oils that blend well with cilantro are tea tree, bergamot, basil, lemon, clary sage, black pepper, coriander, geranium, marjoram, cinnamon bark, and ylang ylang. So those are all really good oils that you can use it with. So I am going to send you some recipes and links on the doTERRA website. Then they've got a recipe for jalapeno and goat cheese hummus, vegetarian black bean burgers, a spring detox juice, a cilantro lime guacamole. I've also got a recipe that I'm going to be sending you with for 2 different kinds of salsa. There. This, whether I do push the button on the screen or the arrow on my keyboard changes from time to time as to which one works to advance the screen. But on here, there's a really good recipe for the garden salsa that I will send you. I'm also going to send you a recipe for blender salsa and lime cilantro rice, and a cilantro cleanse detox foot bath. So I'm going to send you a lot of recipes.